Hello, I'm Stat Matson, and welcome to the first episode of Space is Awesome. You're joining me in my kitchen. I figured the first episode, let's talk about the first major milestone event in space history. That, of course, being Sputnik 1. So with that said, let's get right on into it. Sputnik 1 is a Soviet Union-built artificial satellite. The use of the word artificial here is very important, since what we call the moon is actually a satellite itself of the Earth. So the artificial satellite was roughly around the size of a beach ball. But I guarantee it weighs way more than a beach ball. The weight of the Sputnik 1 was around 183.9 pounds. The exact diameters of this very heavy space beach ball was 22.8 inches in diameter. Or for my metric friends out there, it weighed 83.6 kilograms and 58 centimeters in diameter. The Sputnik 1 was launched by the Soviets on October 4th, 1957, making it the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth. This was a massive feat of engineering and science, but it made a certain nation somewhat mad. Cough, cough, the US. Thus, started the greatest race of all time, in my personal opinion, the space race. Sorry, NASCAR. Sputnik 1 would go on to orbit the Earth for 3 months at a crazy speed of 18,000 miles per hour, or 29,000 kilometers. Thankfully, there was no speed patrol yet in space. But why was it up there? What were the Soviets trying to do? Were they trying to spy on someone or something? No. Sputnik 1 was used to collect data on the density of the upper atmosphere and the propagation of radio signals in the ionosphere. This by sending a simple radio signal back to Earth for about 3 weeks. Then the battery died, because of course battery technology. So while it wasn't spying for the Russians, it still collected some very important information and data, especially if you were, planning on sending a human to space. But what made up Sputnik 1? What were its components? Well, it mainly consisted of 6 main components. Now, obviously, there were way more parts than 6 parts, but I'm not about to list every type and how many screws were used to build this thing. Nope. So, firstly, there was a heat shield. This part helped to keep the internal components protected from the heat generated during launch of the satellite. So, on the outside, you can also notice the 4 antennas used to transmit the signals back down the Earth. The internal parts included the actual radio transmitter, in this case a D200 radio transmitter, some silver zinc batteries used to power the transmitter, and a fan diffuser. And lastly, there was a remote switch, which, if you couldn't guess already, it was used to turn on the artificial satellite when it was ready to be turned on. Otherwise, this is all I got for Sputnik 1 and the Sputnik 1 satellite. If you think space is awesome, just like I do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it helps me spread the coolness of space. If you have any suggestions, cool facts, or just want to talk about space, feel free to leave a comment. Lastly, my sources are down in the description, and I would invite you to do your own research, as unfortunately I am only human, and sometimes mistakes can be made. With that being said, thank you for watching, and goodbye, astronauts.